Kate and Frederick got married and had their only child, Sophia. When Sophia was just 8, Frederick died, and when Sophia was 14, Kate was getting very ill. Sophia was mentally handicapped, and Kate was worried about what would happen to Sophia. She was mostly concerned about Sophia's sexual activity in the future. Kate didn't want to deny her daughter sexual pleasure, but if Sophia ever got pregnant, she would not be able to care for the child, and if she had to lose the child, it would be extremely traumatic. Kate believed that sterilization would be the best option for her daughter. Many parents face this dilemma today, and we are here to discuss our moral standpoint on the sterilization of mentally handicapped women.
The Church's view on this is that every action which, whether in anticipation of the conjugal act, or in its accomplishment, or in the development of its natural consequences, purposes, whether as an end or as a means, to render procreation impossible, is intrinsically evil.
Personally, despite the Church's teachings, I think that it's up to the individual whether they want to be sterilized or not, and it's a decision, it's the family's decision of whether that's the right decision or not.
My personal opinion on the matter is that no matter if it's government, doctors, or the person's family, sterilization of the mentally challenged should not be allowed.
I personally think that no matter what, if a mentally disabled person has a child, it's gonna have lots of challenges, and I personally think that you should sterilize the mentally disabled.
I personally think that it should be up to the family to decide whether they want to sterilize the mentally handicapped, and it should be based on the circumstance and not be a law.
Personally, I'm not either for it or completely against it. It kind of depends on the individual and whether or not they can take care of the child themselves. But no one should be forced to be sterilized. They should have a choice of whether or not they want to.
Joe, do you think that mentally handicapped women should be sterilized?
Yes, because they won't be responsible to take care of their kids.
What is your opinion on the sterilization of mentally handicapped women?
I think it really depends because there's different forms of retardation, and it depends on the family situation. If your family thinks that they can take care of it, if your parents could help, then I think you should, but if you don't really have family support, then I don't think it's a good idea because the child will end up being neglected.
What's your opinion on the sterilization of mentally handicapped women?
My opinion is that I think it's a good idea because I don't think a mentally handicapped woman is capable of taking care of a baby the way it should be taken care of, and it would be a burden on other people.
What is your opinion on the sterilization of mentally handicapped women?
I think that mentally handicapped women should be sterilized so that the kids have a healthy living environment as they grow up.
What is your opinion on the sterilization of mentally handicapped women?
Well, I feel that anybody should be able to do what they want, and I don't feel they should be discriminated against if they're mentally handicapped or not, because everybody deserves to have a child if they want to. If that makes them happy, then it does.
What do you think about the sterilization of mentally handicapped women?
I do not agree with it. I don't think it's a humane practice. So I think that women should have choice. That they should be forced to do something, even if they do have a handicap. So.
That is so rude. I'm actually disgusted at the fact that people suggest that.
Do you think mentally handicapped women should be sterilized?
No, because it's their body and they should have a say in whether or not they should.
What do you think about sterilization of mentally handicapped women?
It's awful.
Because, if they want to have kids, it's their choice. They want to have kids, and they shouldn't be sterilized because of it. And yeah.
What is your view on the sterilization of mentally handicapped women?
Well, I think it's wrong, but I do think that decision should be left to the guardians.
Can I say I don't know?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I don't know. While it is a fascinating question to ask, it would be very unprofessional of me to answer such a question without doing the appropriate research. Therefore, I'm going to defer answering at this time.
No, that's not nice.